And we are live. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Disney Discussion. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. And first and foremost, before we even get started, to all the moms out there, or the single dads, or whoever it may be, the aunts, the nieces, whoever it may be, the godmothers, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Hope you're enjoying your day. Hope you're relaxing, having a great day with family or friends, and just enjoying what is definitely a much overdue and much deserved day in honor of our moms. So hopefully everybody gets time to spend with those that are important to them. And I hope your day's been going great. But first and foremost, thank you for being here with me. I definitely appreciate it on this special day. And we're going to have a lot of fun today. We're going to talk about I'm going to say a cute ride. I'll leave it at that for now. But a few things before we get into the Barnstormer. Let me do a little bit of housekeeping real fast. Of course, Dean over at the Live Place at liveplace.com. Family-friendly streams throughout the week, Monday through Sunday. He's the TV guide of live streams. Check him out. He's going to have great content over there. Great people to choose from. Our two partner channels are Steve's World and Disney Dan. Steve's World goes live on Mondays with Just Another Monday Nights. Dan goes live on Saturdays with Disney Fiasco, and he does have Disney Food Fridays. Steve's also part of the Disney crew that goes live on Wednesdays. So check all of those guys out. Here at Mouse Talk, I will say if you haven't had a chance, I'd be totally honored and very grateful if you go out and check out my latest video. It took a lot of effort and a lot of time. Vlogs are always a lot harder than live streams because there's so much editing and production that has to go into them. I finally sat down and ranked my all the Star Wars theatrical releases. I had a good time with it, so if you get a chance, go out and check out that video. I loved it, thought it was a lot of fun. And Melissa's got a new one coming out too. She was tagged in by Joey's World, so she's going to have a video coming out really soon just for her, where she's going to be doing a Disney dish, I guess I'll put it to you, or it might be a dessert, I don't know. But that's going to be fun too. So thank you all. Let me say hi to everybody in the chat. We've got tons of people here already. Rockin' Robin is here. One of our members, Brian Eisenhardt, is here. Brian, great to see you, buddy. James Ryan, another one of our wonderful members. James, great to see you too, pal. Hope you're doing well. Alyssa Stenberg is here. Another member, Russ Stapleton, is in the house. Russ, good to see you, buddy. Another one of our members, Saria Myers. Saria, hope you're doing well. Great to see you. And yet another member, Meredith DuPhilly from the DuPhilly crew is here. Meredith, hope you're doing well. I hope you and mine are having a great day. Thank you all for being here. Let's see who else is here. We have Christine Hickman's in the house. Christine, great to see you. G. Wilson is here as well. G. Wilson, great to see you. Anthony Manzano's in the house. Anthony, good to see you. John Hazelton is here. John, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. And other than that, right now, that is everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all being here very much. There's John. You've had a lot of good days lately, Russ. I'm proud of you. Yes, Russ has been doing great for sure. Anthony, I certainly will tell her that you said Happy Mother's Day, buddy, and I appreciate that. There we go. There's my, trying that all perfect. Nope, none of us are perfect at all, Russ, but I'm glad you're doing well, buddy. But again, we're going to talk about, let's see, I'm trying to bring it, there it goes, right there. The Barnstormer. I got a little bit of information on the Barnstormer too, and I want to know what you guys think of it in just a minute here. But before we get to that, I'm going to try to bring it up. So obviously there's been a couple different iterations of the Barnstormer at Walt Disney World. It debuted in 1996, was it? 1996. October 1st, 1996, it debuted. It stayed the way it was until 2011. Yes, in 2011, February of 2011, it closed when they did the big refurb of the new Fantasyland, when they got rid of Toontown and all that. It reopened in 2012 as the Barnstormer with the Great Goofini, and it's been that way ever since. This ride is... Let's talk queue first. There really is no queue. It's nothing to it. It's just you're outside. You're in Storybook Circus. It's in the back right-hand corner, kind of tucked away back there. But no real queue to this ride at all, and it's all outside. So if there's any kind of weight to it, you're going to feel it because you're going to be in the heat, you're going to be in the humidity, you're going to be in the sun. They do have fans, which are kind of neat. The fans are cool. Help to keep you cool just a little bit. He calls it he says, Russ says, I don't call it the Barnstormer, I call it the Brain Rattler. Amen to that. I agree 100%. And we're going to get into that in a minute. But it's definitely kind of tucked away in the back there in Storybook Circus. Um, no queue whatsoever, really no queue at all. But it is a ride that I would say it's one of the roller coasters in Walt Disney World. Anthony says, Mouse Talk, my favorite roller coaster when I was little. We would go on it 42 to 100 times when we would go to Disney World meeting Barnstormer. Hey, nothing wrong with that. It's a fun ride for sure. Outdoors and baking, but a good view of Tron. Yes, and that's what I was going to say. The one caveat to it for now and in the future, actually two pluses for where this queue is. First and foremost, you're going to be able to see Tron all the time because you're right there in front of it. The second really positive to that queue, if you have one, is the train goes by. You get to see the train, the Walt Disney World Railroad, as it goes by, which is really, really cool too. I love that. I love the fact that you're able to see the train, even if it's just for a few seconds as it goes by. You can wave to the people and wave to the to the engineer and the conductor. I think it's great. I love it. Those are two really good things about this queue for sure. Russ said, I do like the queue with all the goofy stuff. It's fairly well themed for what it is. It is in that respect. I'll give you that. I like the one billboard where it looks like he went through the billboard and you actually go through it on the ride as well. I agree 100%. Another one of our members, Tina Marie Photography, is in the house. Tina Marie, good to see you, dear. Hope you're having a great day. Happy Mother's Day again to all the moms out there. I hope you're enjoying the day. But the queue does have its pluses and its minuses for sure. Now, as for the ride itself, it's your typical, I would call 70s, 80s type roller coaster. The seats are really hard. There's not much to it. You get inside them. It's really cramped. Now, a little guy like me, I'm not that big. I'm okay. I can get in there and we can get in there comfortably. But if you're a big guy, whether you mean tall or just big in general, it's a tight fit for sure. Thanks for doing trivia today. T. Marie says it was great fun and your kids are adorable. Oh, T. Marie, Tina, I'm sorry we missed it, dear. We're out and about today for Mother's Day with Melissa, riding around, looking at a few things around town. So I apologize we missed that. I'm going to try to go back and watch the replay on that. Meredith says, love seeing the train go by. I agree 100%. I think it's one of the pluses of this queue and this ride. Brian says, Goofy Sky School used to be Mulholland Madness at DCA. Yeah, it is Goofy Sky School now. That's pretty cool. I tallied my final score as 87. Nice. I'll have to go back and watch that, Tina. Hopefully, we'll look into that to watch a little bit later. But congrats on that. Hope you had a lot of people there for sure. But the Barnstormer ride itself, you can technically fit two. Now, this one is really for, and I'm sure we all know this, it's really for the little kiddies. It's a great beginner coaster for kids. It really is. If you have that kid that's a little scared about coasters, not sure whether or not they want to do it, first and foremost, it's goofy, which is great. It was a great day. Thank you, Tina. It was definitely a great day. I hope it was for you, too. Ron is too tall for this ride. See, that's the thing. I agree, Meredith. That's the thing. If you're tall or big, it's going to be a tight fit, maybe even to the point that you can't get in. You'll catch the catastrophe of my children invading my stream at the end. No, never a catastrophe. I'm sure it was fun. But it's a great starter coaster. It really, really is. I think it's a great way to get them started. The ride lasts all of 1 minute. That's it. It is by far the fastest roller coaster, time-wise, not speed-wise, but time-wise. It's the fastest coaster for sure. I mean, as soon as you're on, you're back off again. As soon as you go up the hill, when you start down, it's like boom, 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 done. That's it. But it's fun. It's a good way to get those little ones acclimated to a coaster. It's got a little bit of speed to it. It's got a little bit of height to it. It's got some turns. It's fun. I think that it's a good way to get them started. And I think if you notice, because it is made for little kids, that's the whole point of it. You see a ton of little kids on there, and very, very seldom, and I mean this, very seldom, do you see them come off screaming and crying. Usually they're coming off happy with a smile on their face, and I think they love it, and it's great that they have it. I agree, Brian, we are all kids at heart for sure, buddy. I have no problem being 5 foot tall. Yeah, me either. Tim Pruitt, welcome in, Tim. Good to see you. Thank you, buddy. I'll be sure to tell her. She's laying down right now. She took a nap. Mouse Talk, I'm not sure if Goofy Sky School and the Barnstormer are the same roller coaster or two different roller coasters altogether. I think they're different. I don't think they're copycats of each other. I really don't. Russ says I liked it better when it was the farm theme and you went through the barn with the chickens. I agree. I do miss that. I like that a lot. I thought that was a lot of fun. As the the Great Goofini, it's kind of neat too. But I did like it as the barn as well. Noah's in the house. What's up, Big Noah Mountain 5? Noah, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing okay. Hope you and your mom are having a great day for Mother's Day. T. Marie says, my kids love that ride, though they loved Seven Dwarfs more. I tell you what, either one to me are starter roller coasters. Really, really are. Mine Train's obviously much more updated. They've taken and learned from previous roller coasters to make them better. But Barnstormer is fine. I think it's okay. I don't think you go wrong with either one of these if you start your kids out on either one of these as a first one. I really think if you start them with Barnstormer first and then go to Mine Train, they're really going to start loving roller coasters because you're going from Barnstormer, it's kind of rickety and kind of rough, to Mine Train that's a little bit faster probably than Barnstormer, but it's much smoother and you have that stop in the middle too. So that's what I think. Eric Newman, welcome in, Eric. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Goofy Sky School is a wild mouse type. Right. Is more stretched out. Okay, gotcha. Yep, I agree. Noah says, I think Barnstormer is definitely a basic ride, such a fast duration coaster. Oh, yeah, it's fast. You're not on it for very long at all, for sure. James says the ride is not exactly smooth, and if my kids were still little, I would introduce them to coasters on Seven Dwarfs. I agree. Again, I think it's okay with either one. I don't think Barnstormer is going anywhere anytime soon. But you're right. For the smoothness of it, James, 100%, it's definitely going to be easily Mine Train. Mouse Talk, our Goofy Sky's going to say, no, Anthony, like we said, they're different, buddy. They're definitely different. Looks like we're caught up there. But I do like this ride. The coaster goes, which I thought was really, really cool. I was looking this up. It actually goes speed about 25 miles an hour, which was a little bit faster than I expected. I really didn't even think it went that fast. But it actually gets up to 25 at one point, which is pretty cool. That's a pretty good speed for little ones to introduce them on their first coaster, to be able to say, wow, we're going 25 miles an hour. That's a pretty good pace. You're kicking it a little bit there, especially for little ones. But I like it. I have had instances where the line there was so small and not anybody waiting that they literally let us stay on and go again. This was years ago, though, so I don't know if it's necessarily the same thing now. But every time I get off the Barnstormer where we ride it, I feel like I need to go see my chiropractor. My back is always killing me. But it's fun. We have a good time with it for sure. And it's never a huge wait. The most you'll ever see, and I want to know what you guys think too. The most you'll ever see for this ride is probably 30 to 40 minutes, and that's only during the really busy times at Walt Disney World. Very seldom do you see a wait of more than 15 to 20 minutes for this. And that, even then, I think that's pushing it. You don't really see a ton of wait time for this ride unless the parks are really busy. I can't go on this ride. I'm 6'10". Eric, no, if you're 6'10", you can't get on this ride, buddy. You're right. You absolutely cannot get on it. But that being said, Fast Pass wise, and I want to hear what you guys think too. This is never even an option for a Fast Pass. I hate to say waste, but I'm not wasting a Fast Pass on Barnstormer. They're too important, they're too precious, and they're too few to get. At least to get the really good stuff. They're so hard to get the good stuff. When you have the opportunity, you're going to get the good stuff first. And again, part of it is because it's just not that good of a ride that it deserves a Fast Pass. And secondly, because the wait times just aren't going to be that bad that you'll need to. Russ says, I've done that too, riding the ride multiple times in a row. Even had 1 or 2 cast members ride with me because they didn't have anyone in line. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. You will get that. You'll have those times where you'll see that, where the The cast members will ride rides with you. If it's a really, really slow day, it's an absolute possibility because what else are they doing? They're not doing anything else. James says, not a fast pass and no wait longer than 10 minutes. I have no qualms with that, James. You're 110% correct. Even if I had little ones, I'm probably hesitating of waiting in this for more than 10 to 15 minutes. Even with little ones, because of the fact you're outside, you're probably in the heat and the humidity. If it rains, look out, because then it's all over. There's nothing you can do about it then. And to be honest with you, you're on it for all of a minute. And I just, you're right. You're 100% correct, James. James Garcia, welcome in. James Garcia, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Ron Mary to say, I would never get a fast pass for this ride. It's not a must-do. If the line is not that long, we go on. Exactly. It really has to be no more than 10 to 15 minutes for us to go on at all. And it really almost becomes, what's the word I'm looking for? It just is, it's irrelevant as the older you get. It's not even something you even think about in a lot of cases. For us, our boys are older. They're 20, 24, and they're 19. This ride never is a ride they want to ride, period. It's not in the cards. Now, once they have their own kids, I'm sure we'll at someday circle back to Barnstormer when they have their kids and their kids want to ride a coaster for the first time. But at this point in our lives where we are, without any grandkids and our kids being older, it's a non-starter. It's just irrelevant for us. We're not going to ride it, which is too bad because I really like going over there and seeing this and watching the little kids on it. And then when they get off of it, it's a lot of fun. Brian says, I'll get a fast pass for Barnstormer and Carpets and Small World for my first Magic Kingdom day. Brian, no, you won't. He's kidding. I know that's not true. But again, it's not a ride that I'm going to sit there, and I'm definitely not going to recommend it to anyone other than families that have little ones. But if someone does say, and here's my honest truth, if someone does say to me, hey, Walt, I've got a little one. They're 5, they're 6, they're 4. What's a good coaster for them at Walt Disney World? I'm going to mention Barnstormer. I am. I'm going to let them know that, hey, I think Barnstormer might be a good one. Obviously, I'm going to mention Mine Train as well, but Barnstormer is going to be in the conversation. Cynthia Candymon 15. Cynthia, good to see you, another one of our members. Actually, our first member. Cynthia, good to see you, dear. Hope you're having a great Mother's Day. And thank you for being here. Russ says, do you think they will cut off the sight line to try and to keep it from ruining the theme or just leave it alone? I think they're going to leave it alone. I don't think it's going to matter, Russ. Unless they put trees up. I guess they could put trees up. You know what? Or bushes, or really high bushes. They could do that. Maybe that's what they'll do. But I don't know. They may not. They may not. They may leave it the way it is. Tim Pruitt says, I've never ridden it, but our girls enjoyed it a few times. That's great. And that's all that really ultimately matters. Cynthia says, I like the ride. Villains Night, the lady let us ride 3 times in a row. That's fantastic. See, that's what I want to see. Phantasmic Chronicles, welcome in. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Everybody say hi to Phantasmic Chronicles. Fun meter rises when you were here. It's true. You got that right. Alyssa Stenberg's in the house. Alyssa, I hope you're doing well. Good to see you as well. Everybody say hi to Alyssa. I may have to ride it next trip just to be able to say I've ridden it. Exactly. Tim, everything we do once, at least, to be able to say we've done it. Even to this day, I'm still a little embarrassed that I can say I haven't watched the Hall of Presidents yet. And everybody always gets mad at me for that. I haven't seen the Hall of Presidents yet. It's really the only one I haven't seen. There's a couple, it might be a couple other things, but nothing major. But it's one that I'm getting done now because I want to be able to say I did it. And it's true. And even when you get off, it's a 1-minute roller coaster. Big deal. You get on, you ride it, you can say you did it, and then you can form an opinion on it. But I can't say it's terrible, though. It's not terrible. It's really not. It has its fun moments. It really does. Ross says they are supposed to be building a tunnel for the railroad to go through, and I don't know when that will start on the track. Could cut off the sight line. Yeah, it could. I didn't know they were building a tunnel. I thought it was just going to go, how do I say this? Through Tron, but not under Tron. Interesting. Brian says rating 6. Kind of a meh type coaster. Good views though, according to the videos I've seen. Yep. That's a good rating for sure. I agree 100%. James says, I'll only be to Disney World once when I'll go. It's on the list of rides I'll do. Yeah, it should be, James. It should be, but it shouldn't be near the top of your list. It shouldn't be near the top of your list at all. Okay? It's one of those, if you have time, do it. If you don't have time, you got to skip it. I hate to say that. I miss the train too, Cynthia, a lot. I miss it a lot. We do it every time we're in Magic Kingdom. I get on the train. Most of the time, I try to do one full loop around the Magic Kingdom. But if I can't do a loop, I at least get on and get off at least one of the stops. Tim Pruitt says, Barnstormer has to be one of the last or the last thing so far that I've never been on or tried. Try it, Tim. Just one time. You're not going to get off saying, oh my God, it's the greatest coaster ever. You're not going to say that at all, but it's definitely something you got to try. Everything. You got to try everything at least once. At least once, so you can at least have said you've experienced Walt Disney World to its fullest. James Ryan says, I missed that train too. It is true. It won't open till after the time. Is it true? Yes. James, or at least until that part of the construction is done where they can work it. But I'm pretty sure they're not going to do it again until construction is done because it's supposed to go through Tron. So I don't see it. I don't see it coming back until Tron is ready to go, or pretty darn near ready to go. Tim Pruitt loved the train too. Yep, that's what I heard. And you're right, Cynthia. It's not supposed to open back up again until Tron is pretty much ready to go, for sure. Yeah, absolutely, Tim. I'll try to make it my last ride in the park before we leave for the last time. Yeah, or if it's early in the morning and you don't have anything ready to go and you're over there and it happens to be a 5-minute wait, jump on real fast. Alyssa says she loves to train as well. So, all right, so now it's time for my rating. And then I want to see all of your ratings as well. 19 watching. Thank you all so much. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. Please do so. Share out the stream. And again, later on, if you get the chance, I did just post a brand new video ranking all 11 of the Star Wars films. So if you're into Star Wars, you like rankings and things like that, go check it out. I enjoyed doing it, put a lot of work into it, and if you get a chance, if not, no biggie, but if you get the chance. Ron Meredith said, I stayed on the train for a long time when Ronnie was a baby, feeding him a bottle and enjoying the ride. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it does sound relaxing, for sure. So now let's get rating. Okay, Barnstormer is old news now. Time to talk about the train. Oh, we're not done yet. We still got to talk Barnstormer. So here comes my ranking. 6 out of 10. Yep. I can't give it any more than that. I got to give it a 6 out of 10. I almost gave it a 5, but I didn't want to go that bad. It does have its redeeming factors and values for sure. I can't give it. I just can't. I can't give it a 6 out of 10. I just can't do it. It's not that bad. I mean, a 5 out of 10. I can't give it a 5 out of 10. It's just not that bad. It's a lot of fun in a lot of ways, but I want to know what you guys give it. So Cynthia gives it an 8. 8? Wow, that's pretty high for sure. But I'm giving it a 6. Cynthia gives it an 8. Let's see. Russ gives it a 6 out of 10 as well. He says 6 out of 10. Noah gives it an 8 out of 10. Can't rate, sorry. No, Eric, absolutely, buddy. That makes sense. I'll agree with that rating. Brian's going to agree with my rating. Noah gives it that. Thank you there. Got it. Ron and Meredith give it a 4. I can see that too. I can totally see that. I can see that. James gives it a 7. Again, agreed. Nothing wrong with it. I think it's a fun ride for sure. It's kind of like Gadget in Toontown. Yeah, it is. It's kind of like the Go Gadgets coaster, I think. I agree. That's a good point, Brian. So there you go. That's my ranking on it. I'll show you my rankings all together. I always like to show you. So looking at them, obviously, let me just get this out of the way real fast. It kind of falls near the bottom, obviously. Alyssa gives it a 7 as well. It's obviously near the bottom down here, but you never know. I'm sure there's going to be stuff, not a ton of stuff, but there's going to be a couple things that fall below this. There definitely will be. 5, but not for a 13-year-old. Preston McDevitt, good to see you, buddy. How's your dad doing? Tell Pete I said hi and I hope he's feeling well. Preston, good to see you, pal. Everybody say hi to Preston. Preston a 5, but it's not for a 13-year-old. It's good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Tell your dad to send me a crab cake. I saw he sent one to Donna the other day. They look good. I miss them already. I'm just kidding. But it's good to see you, Preston, buddy. Hope your dad's doing well. Tell him we said we miss him. Hope he's doing good and I hope he's feeling better. But guys, all right, we're at that time when we're going to pick the one for tomorrow. Let me get it ready here. So here we go. I'm trying not to drop any. All right, here we go. All right, I got one right here. All right, I think it's just one. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got a good one. All right. So tomorrow, you guys can't see this very well. I got terrible handwriting. Spaceship Earth. Yes, indeed. Finally, we get a good one. A really, really good one, in my opinion. So tomorrow, we're heading back over to Epcot, and we are talking Spaceship Earth. And there's tons to talk about with Spaceship Earth. You guys got to show up for that one. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great, great time. But there you go, guys. Daily Disney discussion. We talked to Barnstormer. Thank you all for being here. Again, Dean over at the Live Place. Thank you, Dean, for all you do, buddy. Be sure to check out Dean. Check out our 2 partner channels, Steve's World and Disney Dan again. All kinds of stuff going on. I think later on tonight, Jeff Dole with Dad's got a couple streams. Be sure to check him out. Monday is Steve with his live stream at 8 o'clock. Tuesday is we'll be back to Zanity. Melissa's got a special stream on Tuesday. She's having special guests on with her for Ladies' Night. Hope you can check her out for that. We'll be back tomorrow at 6 on Monday for our next daily discussion as we talk Spaceship Earth. Thank the Phoenicians. That's exactly right. I hope Dan didn't see that, James. You know how he feels about that, the golf ball. I can smell Spaceship Earth now. I know. The smells are awesome. I love it. Like when Rome's burning. It's pretty neat. But no, we're going to have a lot of fun. So many different streams coming. There's so many to remember, and I can't remember all of them. But you know who they are. I'll have to do up like a spreadsheet or something to show everybody. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I always enjoy bringing it to you guys. You guys are great. Thanks, Walt. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great evening. You too, Tim Pruitt. Everybody, thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your loyalty. Thanks for being here. Captain Akron, welcome in, buddy, 27. Bye, guys. Happy Mother's Day. And yes, last word. Happy Mother's Day again to all the moms. Enjoy your day. It's well-deserved. We love you. We love our moms. You're just the best. It's a day well-deserved, and it should be Happy Mother's Week, not just a day. But please enjoy your day, what's left of it, and I hope it's great. See some of you good people later. Absolutely, James. I hope to see some of you guys too. But everybody have a great day. Happy Mother's Day again. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. We'll talk to you soon, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.